last but not least, my point number 3 here is using your story to inspire and help others. Listen, I used to think that no one wanted to hear my struggles, my story. Like, who wants to hear about your bad decisions, your fears, or who wants to hear about? But then it hit me. God doesn't waste anything. There is nothing wasted. So there is no lack. That's a whole other topic. But God doesn't waste anything, not even the ugly parts of you, of your life, of your story, right? Romans 8:28 says, we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. All things, that includes the heartbreak, the failures, the divorce, the separation, the loss, all of those things that you may consider is an ugly part of your chapter. Trust me, it is for a purpose. If your story has already been written, God says, before I knew you, before I even placed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. And he also knows the plans that he has for us since before we arrived. If the story has already been written, then what are you worried about? Your story has already been written. You think God just forgot about that part? I don't think he meant for this part to happen. We need to talk. And even think about the times that were ugly in your story that you made it out of. Like, girl, you still here. You still able to watch this video. And you still letting that thing from the past bother you, or that is part of your story that you don't want to share, that so many other people, it could potentially save lives. Don't be walking around with blood on your hand, okay? All because you don't want to be true to your brand, okay? When you share your story, you're not just building a brand, you're building bridges. You are showing people that they're not alone. And trust me, when people feel seen, when people feel heard, and they feel understood, they will stick around. So here's a little homework today, if you're down for it or not, right? Take 5 minutes today and just think about ways that you have grown from a challenge in your life. How have you grown from a critical challenge or tough time or a very interesting season of your life? Then ask yourself, how can I use this to help someone else? That's the whole point, this whole purpose here, right? And it doesn't have to be big or dramatic. It just has to be real. And when you're ready, I want you to share it with your audience or share it with me, because someone out there needs your story. And if you're feeling froggy, then jump on down to the comments and share with me and with this community how you've overcome challenges and how it's made you grow. We can literally start like a whole thread of inspiration and encouragement and stories right here down in the comments, okay? And if you're feeling bold, tag someone who needs to hear this message. And let's remind each other that we are worthy, we are loved, and we are called to serve a community. You got this. Love yourself, serve others, and watch how literally everything will fall into place. It's hard to make promises, but you can always promise the truth. I'll see y'all in the next episode at the same time and same vibe. Until then, let's get it.